All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to my channel, TMossBoss Q&A. And in today's video, I wanted to answer this question because, I always see questions like this. And I want to do more content where I'm answering them and stuff. So, expect content like this more. But if you do have a question that you would like for me to answer, feel free to comment them down below. But anyways, no, overall, though, play a single video game for a year, 12 hours a day to get $10 million. What game am I playing? And man, I sit down and I think about it. There's a lot of different games that I feel like I'm like, man, I wish it was like multiple games. But overall, though, if I had to say that there was like one game that I had to play 12 hours a day for a whole year and I get $10 million, it probably would be one of the division games, probably the division one, just because I did like the division one more. But I mean, overall, the division two, I feel like that, yeah, that game, it has been out a lot longer, so it most likely will have more content. But overall, though, the reason why I would say that is because it's a game. I like games that has replay value. So any game that has like replay values, because I was going to probably think of some racing games like probably Forza Motorsports 3 or 4. Cause yeah, those games. Well, I would say like those games, 12 hours a day. I possibly could beat those games within like the first half of the year and stuff. I had to play them 12 hours. So that's why I'm like, yeah, with the division, it's like there's multiple ways of playing those games. And I feel like, yeah, for 12 hours a day for a whole year, I definitely there probably still would be stuff for me to do in that game. Cause I'm like, no, it would from like 100% completing the game, exploring all the different areas of the game, finding all the different Easter eggs. What else? And then then the doing the missions and then collecting gear. And I feel like those are the two things where it's like, yeah, I can play those over and over. Or yeah, with some, I guess with collecting the gear, it's like it just really depends on the mission or what they give out and stuff. But yeah, with the mission, it's like you could play it on the easiest difficulty for a whole year, explore everything that you need to explore for the game and stuff. Then boy, like play all the different difficulties and stuff for a whole year. But yeah, overall though, I'm like, I feel like that would be just, you would have to overall choose a game with replay value and stuff. So yeah, I think it definitely would be the Division. And for those that have never played Tom Clancy's The Division, yeah, it's definitely one of those games where the replay value. I just remember playing it when it originally had came out, beat the game. Then they had like those daily and weekly missions that you can do, and then there was still like a bunch of different weapons that I hadn't even discovered or found yet. So yeah, it will probably either be that or Destiny 1, one of those two games. But I think with Destiny 1, that game required that like you had to invite in people to do those raid missions and stuff. And that's why I was all like, nah, bro, it's definitely, it's a Destiny 1 was a good game, but yeah, I just think that it's one of those games where I'm like, I don't know, I still will go with the Division 1. But I think if somebody were to say like a more what would I guess be a more modern game that I would choose, probably Arc Raiders. I was like, that would probably be so I guess like racing wise, it would probably be Forza Motorsports 3. And then just like I guess like a game where I'm like, okay, that would just probably end up being my first option. Definitely be the Division. But then I guess a more modern game, Arc Raiders, And with Forza, it's like I just remember I was playing that game back then, and it just seemed like that there was all the different cars. Like I can, because like that's the thing with Forza is that you could like there's a gang of cars in there, and then it's like, yeah, if I have all the DLCs and all that stuff, that I have like an additional set of cars, so I get to like upgrade those cars, do a bunch of different and because on top of that too, I'm also looking at it as a content creating perspective. So yeah, there's all these different videos and stuff that I could do with each and every car in that game. Yeah, bro, it's one, and probably do multiple videos with the car. So yeah, I'm like, that's Forza. I'm like, that would be a good option. The Division 1, of course, just because that game got a lot of replay value. But Arc Raiders, it's like it's a game that really, it's like it's no story, it's no like you can't play that game for 12 hours a day. Like there's probably streamers that's doing it right now and stuff. So I think I definitely would need to, some like in between break snacks, drinks, and all that stuff. But other than that, those are probably, yeah, I feel like I had to go with multiple options and stuff. But between them three games, I still would go with the Division 1 and stuff. It's it's my game. You know, that game, it was pretty good. That was one of those games where I'm like, man, you know, it was people. It's funny how like Ubisoft, they had they did something with that game, like they updated it to where it like ran better on PlayStation, and then just you seen this conversation get started back up, and I'm like, yeah, it's like y'all just now realizing how good this game was. Like the Division 1 2016, that game, it was definitely, in my opinion, one of the best games that come out that year. So anyways, yeah, I just, you know, but that would probably be my go-to game. So, but anyways, with that being said, feel free to comment down below what game you would play, I guess, for a whole year, 12 hours a day to get $10 million and things. But anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.